Hey, it's James at Workshop Software. Super excited today. I know I always say that, and I know I'm usually excited, but today, super excited. We've got a new integration with an amazing partner that'll change the way you run your workshop. It'll help you get more sales, help you get better customer service. They've got very similar values to us in that they're going to, this particular integration is a big change to the way that mechanical workshops operate, helps them to be more profitable and streamlined, and super pumped to have this brand new integration into Workshop Software. So watch this to the end because you really want to get some value out of this, and I think that this is something that is a must-have for every workshop. So let's jump straight into it. So first up, I'm going to go in the Job Center, and I'm just going to open up a job that we've got operating here. Now, what you'll notice now is that there's this new bar once this is set up and configured, and check out the setup video for that. But once this is set up and configured, you notice that there's a new bar called Vehicle Visuals. Now, what Vehicle Visuals is a video. There's hundreds of videos about all sorts of things relating to all parts of the vehicle that you can send typically a 1 to 2 minute video to a customer that explains in really, really simple terms exactly what needs to be done for a particular repair. So, for example, if I can go searching through here and go, find a particular area of the vehicle as an example, or I can go into the search and I could search maybe, let's say I wanted to search ball joint or something like that and go search, I can do that too. So when I search for that, it comes up with a few different videos relating to the ball joint. And if I wanted to show the ball joint inspection, there's a couple of things I can do. I can click on this button to attach it to this actual invoice, and that then could be emailed to the customer. I can directly email it by clicking here and going direct email to the customer, right? So that will actually pop up a box with the customer's email address, the details of what the inspection's about, and in here it says, dear customer, and it's got click here to watch. So that's the actual link to the actual video itself. You can, of course, change this. You can put in the customer's name. You can put in all the details. You can write whatever you want. You can go send, and that will be sent off to the customer. And the customer can watch this in their own time. And when you see what this video is like, you'll see how powerful this is. So let's actually play the video, because if we wanted to play it, we can just click on the play button. It opens up another tab, and it actually plays that video. So we might, in an example, we might have the customer in the actual workshop, right? So
allow components to rotate and change angle while being held in the correct position relative to other components. Ball joints can be separate components or may be integral parts of components such as control arms. Ball joints are constructed with a ball attached to one part of the vehicle, such as the red steering knuckle, inside a socket attached to another part, such as the blue lower control arm, with a lining injected between the ball and socket to keep the ball tight. The lining wears out over time or can be damaged as a result of impacts, such as hitting a curb or deep pothole. Movement in worn ball joints can cause clunking noises when driving and reduce ride comfort. The alignment of the wheels relative to the road can also be affected, which can accelerate tyre wear. In cases of extreme wear, the ball can separate from the socket, resulting in loss of vehicle control. Ball joints should be inspected regularly and replaced if free play is found.
So how cool was that? Literally 59-second video that explains exactly to a customer anything. You've just sent them a quote that says, hey, there's hundreds of dollars to fix your ball joint, and here's why. So you can see how in your very, very small investment, yearly investment into this particular system is going to pay for itself multiple times over again. So we're just going to jump back into Workshop Software. In the catalog, for example, if you wanted to, you can kind of, in a sense, manually search in here. So you can go into, different parts of the system and, different defects. There's all sorts of videos. There's lots and lots of videos in here. And as you sort of find your way through these, you'll find that there's lots of different ways that you can interact with your customer and have your customer have a much greater understanding about the report that they're going to do, or the work that they need to do. So for quoting, for work that you find as you're doing a service, for example, this is just a must-have tool for your business. So it's super, super valuable. The other thing that you can do is if we just jump into products, and for example, if I go and pull up a labor item that I've got in here, so I've got, for argument's sake, a disc brake service here. What I can do, you'll notice too that you've got this vehicle visuals. So I can attach a link in here. So I can go and search, and I can say, okay, brake system. I'm going to go and search for, let's say, the disc brakes, that sort of thing. And then if I scroll down, you'll see that there's brake pads. So I can click on that and I can go select. And what that does is that attaches that brake pad link to this particular item. So if I go and save that, and then let's just jump back into the job center, for example, and go and put that onto an invoice. So if I just type in my labor item there and choose that and put that onto the actual invoice itself, and if I save that, what you'll notice is that under the vehicle visual, or under attachments actually, you can see that that's now got the brake pads, right? So what we can then do is we could email that off to the customer if we want, but it's actually attached that to this invoice, so it knows that that's now associated with that invoice. So the other thing that I can do is if I scroll down and I go into email the invoice, as I can with any other attachments, I can now go add attachments. And if I choose the brake pads and go done, what that does is then that will put in the visual here, and you can write whatever you like. Hey, check out this. This is what we've done on your brake pads. That might be in the instance where you just want to send the animation, the actual video to the customer because you've done that work. They've already approved that work, for example, and you've done it, but you just want to send them the link so that they've got that information about what you've done. So just reinforces the invoice charge that you've put onto the invoice, and it gives the customer that little bit of extra info that has them feeling comfortable about what we've actually put onto the invoice. So as you can see, this is a huge change to the way that you're going to do. It's a very simple change, but the way that you're going to interact with your customers is just changed here. And this really does put you in competition with the dealers. That's the level of service that car dealers, that sort of thing, offer with these sorts of programs. And that's why we've partnered with Vehicle Visuals. Like complete disclosure, we get nothing out of this. This is not, we make no money out of this. This is purely because we're dealing with a great company, and we feel that this is a great improvement into workshop software. Once again, we've invested many thousands of dollars in developing this for you, providing it for you for free as part of your workshop software subscription. It's an amazing thing. It'll change your workshop. I really hope you love it. Super pumped about this. Thank you for watching.